Greetings. Greetings, Internet. It is I, adjusting my camera, because of course I didn't have it ready. It is I, Ari David, and you are here watching Destined for Failure, a Twitch stream in which I play Destiny very badly. This episode is 100% more Cat than last night's stream. Cat decided to sit off camera for the majority of, all of last stream, except for the 2 seconds I gave him treats, the little whore. He's really the star of the show. This is a very special session for me, not because of anything I'm doing in the game, because I'm really bad at it, but because this is going to be the session that makes me a Twitch affiliate. I basically had to stream over one more unique day. I thought I could get away with it last night. I streamed late last night, and I told my audience I'm going to stop my stream at before midnight, and I did. I stopped it at 11:48. Then I went and took a quick bio break, and I came back and I restarted the stream at 12:05. But it didn't count. It all counted as one day. And I didn't know why, but it occurred to me that perhaps Twitch is on Pacific Standard, and I'm on the East Coast. So if I had maybe timed that 3 hours later, I might have gotten away with it, but probably not. It looks like my levels are pretty high. I'm going to lower that, because I'm not even at a shouty voice yet. So I did technically one stream last night, but it got split into two videos. There's a 5-minute gap. I'm sorry, you don't get to know what happened during those 5 minutes of my life. But here, this is the good stuff, because when this stream's over and I click the end stream button, presuming enough of you show up and talk, I get to be a Twitch affiliate, which would be cool. I don't know what that entails at all. For those of you who have never watched me before, that is, I don't know much about Twitch. I'm really new. I've been using Twitch way less than a year, and predominantly I had been starring on other people's channels. So me actually doing literally the first video, if you go to YouTube, is me using OBS for the very first time. I kept the test, and so you're seeing me learning it live. You can see how little improvement I made. I really haven't changed much. Anyways, let's stop looking at my face, and let's look at my face with pretty graphics. Because I'm not sure how much I'm allowed to let that music play in the background without showing the game. As cool as that soundtrack is, I may be legally obligated. So I literally have to go back to the tower right now because Bungie yelled at me and told me to clear my junk mail. So by Bungie I mean the game did, but it came up in red. It was like they chastised me. Your mailbox is full. How like real life. You know what I mean? Talking to real people. Overrated. Did want to add anything? You got? No? You good? Okay. Thanks for the raconteur, friend. Alright. Before I can do that, I should drop things off at the vault that I don't need. And no, I'm not going to clean up my vault this session. It's a mess, but don't make fun of me. I have so many fucking duplicates. So first I have to clear my backpack. Like, so there's stuff you can carry on you, and then beyond that, it gets sent to a robot. So I have all the glowy polyhedral patterns that I can carry on me, and I have to get rid of them. I have to get rid of them all. Welcome to Destined for Failure, where I can't walk. I might as well pick up all the bounties, too. See, this is all going to be useless for me, but fine. I'm just going to make a boatload of armor and get rid of it. Well, I might as well see if some interesting weapons show up. You know what I'm saying? Future people. And my one viewer, currently. Which I always wonder, is that just me? Like, I'm not watching my channel, but I have my stream manager up. So is that just me? Oh, 3 viewers. Now I have viewers. There we go. All that jabbering I was doing was for the future. Yo, Juan. Haha, nice. I do like that that's a thing. Killing Wind and Swashbuckler. Killing Wind. Ooh. Zen moment. Causing damage with this weapon. That's better than Killing Wind. But that's probably good for an alt. Nope. Get out of my face. I hate you forever. Nope. Also nope. Triple nope. Yeah, that's my thing. I'm trying to figure out, does it count me as a viewer? Like, hold on a sec. I'm gonna look at my Twitch screen. Here, look at my face instead. There you go. Oh, that didn't work because I'm out of the thing. Oh no, Chaos Reigns. Camel. There you go. Now you're just looking at my face. I'm gonna close out of Twitch here. I mean, I might as well. I don't need my browser up on this machine. I'm using my laptop to check all the other stuff. And now, okay, so this is the only other place I'm open. And now I'm going to close out. And we'll see if my viewer count drops. So, I'm not on Twitch anymore. Beyond being on Twitch. Don't look like my viewers changed. Not according to OBS. I think the Apple TV, I think Artistic, you're so cool, you count twice. That's what I think it is. Because now I launched it, and I'm going to go to the creator part. Yeah, still 3 viewers. Okay. We have definitively figured this out. This was important. That this mattered. This mattered. That's what I have to tell myself. Otherwise, I'll get very sad. Oh, wow. Even my... Oh, God, see... Oh, you can't see. How could you? It was yelling at me. The game was yelling at me again. And even the friggin' I use a browser-based API that lets me manage my inventory, and even that's yelling at me. It's all red. Like, how dare you clean up your room? That was an important experiment. I know that was humorous for all, but like, I don't know Twitch. I don't know how this shit works. I'm learning, though. There are videos I'm supposed to watch. There's like a Twitch etiquette video. Didn't watch it. I figured I'm cool enough, I'll wing it. One. Alright, I'll be able to pick that one up in a second. There, Fenchurch. I know in another stream I said she doesn't shut up about Fenchurch. That's all they use Claudia Black for. Claudia Black, all she's there for is to talk about Fenchurch or the Eververse. Hey, I got an exotic emote. Ninja Vanish? Let's check that out. Emotes are fun. They're like... So every once in a while, if you go up enough in your season rank, you get one of those engrams, those special pink ones. They're called mnemonic engrams, and they give you cosmetics that you would normally have to pay for. So even if you play the game for free, you can still get the pay for cosmetics. Yeah, like I said, like, people grumble about microtransactions, and I'm personally not a fan of them, but if there had to be a way to do it, I feel like Bungie's doing it the right way.
She said she wanted to express herself, so I gave her a thumbs up.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's see it again. Huh? Hold on, let's get a better angle. Yeah? Aww. That's good. That's good. But this is... Alright, might as well. This is my current spread. I believe everyone's familiar with Shred It, a.k.a. Guitar Solo. So metal. So metal. This is my other guitar one. If I'm feeling punk. If I'm feeling punk, says the guy with a mohawk and a lip ring. This is based off of that gif of Jason Momoa like pulling out a lawn chair and flipping it out one-handed and sitting down. So that's me channeling my inner Aquaman or Khal Drogo. Or soon to be Duncan, Idaho in Dune. But this is what I love this one because this is Tim and Eric. And it loops. I prefer the ones that loop because I'm really bad and I tend to walk away when I'm not streaming. I tend to walk away from my keyboard and leave this game running to the point that my friends yell at me. So I like having stuff that loops. They do have a Riker maneuver remote. I don't know if I have it. If I had it, I would use the Riker remote chair. But that is an emote. They have a lot of sit-down emotes. Let's see. What are the ones I have? Everything's fine. Everything's fine. So, yeah, that is a very good one. Selfie's cool. I'll equip that one briefly. Just it's better to show you in action. So when you do selfie, you're literally doing a selfie. I forget the angle, so I messed it up. But all right, so I'll stand with this guy. Ayo, bada bada bada. So that's the selfie emote. That one's pretty fun. But situational. Like, that's good when you're doing PvE and you find something cool. That's if you want to make fun of someone, but I'm not that guy. That's not me. This is one of the first exotic emotes, and it's kind of a status symbol if you have that one. I've been playing Destiny too long. I got the table flip if I'm angry. What? I used this one for a while in like PvP. It's a little, you salty? From Salt Bay. I love this one. Hey. So it's the Spider-Man meme. And then I thought I had the acoustic guitar one, but I guess I don't. Yeah, Salt Bay, right? And then, I don't know. I have a holographic chicken I can pet. So there's that. This is cool. So, like... So now I got a pistol here, right? To end the emote, pow! You hit the trigger. And so you can do, like, emote standoffs with other people who have that one. That's a popular one. I don't know. Thank you for the armor. Destiny introduced a concept recently called universal ornaments because people were complaining that the best stats were on the ugliest gear. So they're like, fine, you can just put shit wherever you want. So part of the cosmetic stuff is all these universal ornaments. And they just had an event called Solstice of Heroes, and this is the Solstice ornament set, which they gave you an option for either paying with real money, which is this, silver, or if you earned 6,000 Bright Dust, which is capable through bounties, side quests, you could buy it. If you go to the store... Here, I'll show you how the microtransactions work. So most everything costs silver, real money. If I wanted, all I have enough, I could get that if I felt like it. But everything else is too expensive. However, there is one pane called Bright Dust. This stuff is available. This is all cosmetics, and it's available for things you can just earn by playing the game. So it's slower, it's harder, but they do make it. Ooh, this is a good emote. Ooh. Now, do I want the bike? No, I don't give a shit about the bike. I don't use Xenophage, and that's creepy looking. I think we're gonna get study time, and I think we're gonna equip it because I'm digging it. Sometimes purple emotes are still where it's at.
We begin then.
So, and again, nothing that you pay extra for is pay to win. You're either buying the content, like you're paying for the game, or you're paying for cosmetics. There's no, like, fast forward, pay to get to this level. Screw Hipfire Grip. Screw these legs. All that was useless to me. I got 2 good weapon drops out of the whole deal. I have yet to watch JoJo. I know that's a very popular anime, and I know I should get on it because it's got the word bizarre in the title, but I have yet to do that. And I like anime. I was vice president of my anime club in high school. Nerd. I like this. So this will go... They'll go there. So yeah, I earned these ornaments, and the cool thing is... they change glow according to what subclass you have on. It's like, ba-bam! The purple still needs to be a little brighter. They've been patching it. It used to be really dim. Yeah, I know it's a big part of the internet. Did Senpai notice me? I don't know who Senpai... which Senpai are we referring to? Then yes. Well, if mainly vibes is the senpai, then yeah. There you go. All of the senpais. I feel loved. I feel fulfilled. People on the internet clicked on the button to see me. Take that, all those kids in high school. That. Painting a wrong picture of myself. This will be the one. So I tried that trick last night, Cody. I mentioned this earlier in the stream. So last night, I did an extra stream to try and get closer to affiliate, because I need to just stream on 2 more days. This week, people on... I begged and pleaded on Greg's actual play, and I got the followers I needed. So thank you everyone who followed me, new and old alike. But I need to stream on 2 separate days. So now I'm doing that. I thought I could trick Twitch. So what I did is last night I played until like 11:58 Eastern. And then I ended my stream. And I went off live and I said, alright everyone, just wait. I'll be back. And like 5-10 minutes later, I started the stream up again. So there's like 2 new episodes, but they're like 5 minutes apart. And I thought that would trick it. But either they have a 24-hour... Oh my god, these are garbage. Excuse me while I... Ooh, that is not garbage. Nope. So yeah, well, it was worth trying. It was worth trying to see if I could trick it, but I guess it would make sense that Twitch runs on Pacific time, is my guess. So like, I was basing it off of the wrong time zone. That or get the F out of here. Oh my god, mainly vibes. That's really cool. I have to figure out a way to get you to share that. Maybe, you know, it might be time I set up a Discord server for this channel so that we can do the chat thing, and if you wanted to send me private message or whatever about that crap, cuz that's awesome. Yeah, now that I'm gonna hit affiliate, once I hit cancel and end stream here, this is like my last stream as not affiliate. I don't know what that entails entirely, like what extra stuff I get. Like, I can make people VIP now. I have some more to give out. Mainly, you've earned one. So that's cool. But I'm going to do all sorts of stuff. I'm going to stream more games. I'm going to... people have requested that I do Amazon Prime watch parties. So I'll give in to the corporate wheel. And we'll do some Amazon watch parties. And it'll be great. Ooh. Yeah, see, I'm not familiar with all the little controversies that have happened in Twitch history. I know that Ninja left and came back, and that was a big deal. That's what I got. That's all I got. So, hold on, what am I doing? What am I doing? Iron Banner would seem the most prudent, because I got 3 pinnacles waiting for that. So we're pinnacle chasing. I gave up. I thought maybe I could make a difference, but I've decided, like Charlie Chaplin in Modern Times, I will become the cog in the machine. It's good for me. Submit. Alright, so I don't need to do that. I'm not going to play a Master of Nightfall because that doesn't do matchmaking. I still got to play regular Control 4 times. That'll get me Pinnacle. But Iron Banner, just by playing one game mode, will get me 3 Pinnacles. So getting my face melted in PvP is what the deal is. Yeah, I gotta think about it. I don't know if it's something I'll do on the. I may have a stroke of inspiration on the spot, but I told my partner what was going down, and I mean we both smoke, so like she thought it was hysterical, and she was like, "Oh my god," like kind of embarrassed, and I'm like, "No, you don't understand. This is like bucket list. Like there's a strain called Woody Harrelson. Rumor has it it's his favorite blend, but like that could just be bullshit. But like he made it. He became a strain, and now I've played a role-playing game character that gets a strain named after him. That's a bucket list. That's a moment. That's a moment in time. I shouldn't be so proud of it, but I am. I'm glad it clicked. Firstly, I'm glad you watch the stream. I told people last night. Well, we love the audience interaction. It's kind of... Greg early on was worried that it would derail the game too much, but I love chatting with people. Thanks, Frankfurter. I'm actually pretty tech savvy, so I should be okay setting up the server, but I appreciate the offer. Maybe I'll do strikes later, who knows. But yeah, oh no, it's appreciated. Again, community support. This is cool. It's very, very cool. I'm enjoying the experience. Alright, so let's go to put the right gear on. I'm gonna be a jerk and use Jotun, but what do I want as my main? I don't want to use this auto rifle. I want to use something else, and it can't be exotic. So now I get to show you my hoarder shame. Let's go check out my vault. Don't look at this number. Don't look at it. But this one's special! What would actually be good? Auto rifles are good pretty universally. That's not bad. I could go in with breach light. Oh yeah, I got the stuff. I got all the stuffs. I have most of the exotics in the game. I don't have every single exotic. There's some that are locked behind raids, which require more coordination than not that I have, but then people have patience for me to like. All right, come on. People are very like, get to the friggin' point. I'm a little slow. Right? This is Saturday too. It's the sequel. It's better. Maybe I'll use Cold Front. Kill Clip. Feeding Frenzy. This one's still valid. This was from the winter solstice event, which is why it's so low in power, but do I have I need to sacrifice a weapon to make it better. Let's see what I don't care about. First I'm looking for, well, actually let's just do recent cuz that'll have the biggest. It should have the biggest number. No, that's a terrible. Why did I do that? That was a terrible idea. I was doing it the right way before. Outlaw Kill Clip Lonesome is pretty fucking good. Full Auto Trigger Swashbuckler is better though. You get sacrificed. I will, after the stream, I will definitely do that. I don't know the legality of me pulling up. It was so dank it sold before you. I'm honored. I am honored. I like, that is just that's fun for me. Recoil increases magazine. Who doesn't want more bullets? I'll have my runny boots on. Oh, but that didn't change anything. You want range. It's an SMG. Ooh. Alright, Cold Front. You're looking a lot sexier now. Have you been working out? This submachine gun's looking nice. Let's masterwork it. So, every weapon, legendary up, has a random stat, one of these, that can be masterworked and increased. It probably was, like, modeled off of a real gun. I don't know gun models off the top of my head. Screw it. This almost out of enhancement cores again, but this looks like I needed an SMG. What am I gonna get rid of? What am I gonna get rid of? Nothing yet. Hold on. So first, now you're 1057. I gotta get out. Gotta get out of this place. We'll get rid of that pulse rifle. In the meta right now, pulse rifles aren't that hot. Okay, so now we're gonna run solar. I think. Hold on. I'm hitting buttons. Don't mind me hitting buttons. Quests. What do I gotta do? Grenades, crucible, solar. in Rumble, that's a daily bounty. I don't feel like doing Rumble though. A Sig Sauer Rattler.
What do you need?
As far as like gun names go, that's a cool one.
Don't lurk about, Warlock. Until next time.
Don't tell me what to do, Shax. Eyes of Sin, welcome. I don't know if you saw my tweet. My trick didn't work, so this is the session that's gonna make me an affiliate. I thought I could fool the man, but the man thought of everything. Damn the man. Damn the man. I'm anal retentive. I don't know if you noticed that, but like, all my armor's in the right place. Everything has its place. Alright. Let's put a different shader on this. How else can I kill time? I don't have any ornaments for that. Vibrant Beach. Oh, that's cool. Mr. Friend pixelated. I'm excited. That's classy looking. I like that. But Mercury Vex Chrome always makes things look good. Take pride. Take pride in the things you do. If it's the one from Greg's How to Drink, then that's the right one. Because that's my only Discord account. They do have a lot of fun, like, the cosmetic aspect of Destiny's great. Part of it's dress up. Like, ooh, Callus is selected. Very nice. They do share similarities. Oh, it's definitely. People were complimenting the armor, and I was just explaining the universal ornament system. So, for example, the default color, and then the default. That's actually what this armor looks like. But I decided. I haven't set it up yet. This was my announcement that I will probably, because of you wanting to share information, I will set up a Discord. So that will be forthcoming soon. Pretty damn soon. It won't take me long to set up a Discord server. So technically I can make this piece of armor look like any of these. And I have some cool ones. I have a lot of full sets. I can't wait to bust out my Halloween one. I've worn it before in the stream. This one makes you a skeleton. I love it. But we're gonna stick with my new one. Alright, I got my runny boots. My favorite exotics in the game are my shiny runny boots. And I have so many. I have every ornament for it now. Transversive steps. These guns are great. These boots are great because when you sprint, you run faster, and then you reload all your weapons. So like, I don't ever have to reload. Like, somebody shoots at me and I'm out of ammo, I run away, and then I can turn around and shoot them because my gun's reloaded, and I'm further away because I'm faster than them. So this is like, ugh, I love it. This is what they normally look like. I got the, I never thought I was going to use the gold ones, but then it went so well with this set. And then I also have these big shiny. You can't go anywhere without the shiny boots. I needs me my shiny boots. 13 viewers now. I think we're getting that. If that isn't the record, that we might be getting close to hitting the record for viewers watching. So that's freaking sweet. Nice. Where you live, like we've said before, where you live up in Maine, it makes sense. In here in New York City, I wouldn't own a gun.
Iron Banner.
See, that guy's got it too, but I think I got a better shader on. I was wearing it better. You should know Mainly Vibes. I had a phone call with my parents recently, and they were like, "So you're gonna get out of the city eventually, right? You know where you should go? You should go to Maine. Maine's where you should go. It's good for your dad's asthma, and like the weed laws are good there." So like my parents were hyping Maine up. They were like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That's where we want to retire to. Because they're boomers who can do that. They're good boomers, though. My parents are nice. I'm not gonna bash them. My parents are cool. Oh, I hear that, Eyes of Sin. I have only been to the South that isn't Orlando, Florida, a few times. And I definitely, it's one of those rare moments where I definitely did not feel like a white guy. Here in New York, I'm about as white as you get. But boy, like having the name Ari definitely. What type of name is that? I don't know if I ever shared this story, but the weirdest, vaguely anti-Semitic experience I have had in my life actually happened in New Hampshire. South Carolina. Creepy old rich dudes and the angry frat boys with Nazi tattoos. Yeah, that's pleasant. Girlfriend and I were doing horror movies. We just watched Green Room. Speaking of douchebags with Nazi tattoos, Green Room's a great horror movie. You should go watch it. Wow, I'm not even trying. I'm not even trying, people. I'll bring my toaster out. But yeah, I was in New Hampshire. In between college semesters, I was visiting my girlfriend at the time, because that's where her family was, and it was like the middle of nowhere, New Hampshire. And we go to the one pizza place within 300 miles, and I order a pizza, and I'm at the counter paying, and she's, parked on the side of the curb. So she comes in at the door, and she calls out to me and goes, Hey, Ari, like, just meet me out back. And then the woman behind the counter looks at me, like, with new eyes. Like she saw a fucking unicorn or something. And she goes, Ari, what kind of name is that? Is that Hebrew? I'm like, yeah, I'm a Jew. That's a Hebrew name. She goes, a Jew? Here? How exotic. Swear to God. I was called exotic. This. I fucking backed out of there. I'm like, Yeah, pizza please. Ding, 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 ding. And that was New Hampshire. Which is like, I don't know how to describe New Hampshire, but it feels like liberal redneck. That's what it felt like. Pretty left-leaning, but like also like sleep with your cousin, and tattoo a dragon to your forehead. Like, bad decisions are made. Sorry, people from New Hampshire. That was just my one snippet. And my ex-girlfriend's family and my ex-girlfriend are all very nice people, so I'm not dissing them. I'm gonna watch these streams one day and be thoroughly embarrassed by the stuff I talk about.
You captured Zone C. Zone advantage is yours.
Oh my god, a goth girl working at Walmart in Louisiana. I can only imagine how that went, Sin. That's great. My family is... I got the full spectrum. I got the full Jewish experience, because I got both sides. So my mom's side of the family came to America in the 20s, so they skipped the Holocaust. Which, you know, good for them. So they're like every Woody Allen movie. Like, Thanksgiving dinner is talking about who's got what disease and how bad is it. Ari, you look pale. Are you eating enough? Jasmine, is he eating enough? It's my partner's name. Are you making enough money? What about your health insurance? Are you saving? That's my mom's side of the family. And then my dad's side is like, they're Holocaust. Both my dad's parents were Holocaust survivors. My dad's an immigrant. And I got that old country side too, where my grandpa would be like, listen, I will tell you, because I know. I have seen and I have done it. His English was terrible. It was kind of adorable. Hipsters. I'm in Brooklyn, where hipsters were invented.
You captured Zone B. Zone advantage is yours.
I think I was a hipster for a while. I don't know. I was never rich. But my parents definitely supported me more than they needed to.
3 minutes left.
I got a real job. I got better. I pay my own rent. Took a little while. I think what I would like to do, mainly, is come up with a strain name that Mr. Friend would like. Not Ari. This is Mr. Friend's strain. So I gotta think about it. I gotta get into character. And then I gotta think what Mr. Friend would like. So that's what I think my approach is gonna be. Not to dress like a Satanist. I love that, Sin. I mean, my family's cool with me. I'm definitely not the black sheep as in they don't like me, but like, they're like, oh, it's just Ari being Ari again. He's the weird one. They're fine with it. Like, I get along well with all the family I talk to, which is a majority of them. So, you know, my family's pretty cool. I have an Uncle Alexander. That's on my dad's side. That's my Russian uncle. And then I got my real New York uncle. He still lives in the city. He's in Flushing, which is part of Queens. My uncle Bob. Ari, when are you gonna sell a screenplay already? I want a Ferrari, all right? That's my uncle. I'm waiting for my Ferrari. When am I gonna get to go to a premiere, huh? When are you gonna do something for me? To be fair, he did spoil me rotten as a kid, so like, I don't know if he gets a Ferrari, but I'll at least get a really nice thank you card.
Iron Banner. The match has begun.
I do. So you're looking at my daily outfit. Like when I feel like I'm wearing a costume, even though they're just t-shirts I own. But whenever we play Cyberpunk, I feel like I'm wearing a costume because a few years ago, I decided to do the Albert Einstein trick. So Albert Einstein owned many duplicates of the same outfit, and he just wore a fresh pair of it every day. And the idea was to not waste any time thinking about what you're going to wear. So that's what I do.
Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours.
It's alright. David, I say I'm Ari David. This is what we call in the industry assimilating your name, because you don't want to sound too Jewish in the industry. But David's my middle name. David's not my last name. I have a silly, ridiculous Jewish last name, which I'm fine with. I'm not going to legally change or anything, but it's not good if you want to be a public-facing personality. But like, that's a common thing. For example, Jon Stewart on The Daily Show. That Jon Stewart's his middle name. His last name's Leibowitz. He's Jon Stewart Leibowitz. Lots of actors do it. Fuck, like Michael Douglas's dad, Kirk Douglas, was, I think his birth name was Dmitri something. Like, he had a really just Russian, Polish sounding name, and he was like my dad. He was like a European Jewish immigrant who came when he was young, so he didn't have any accent. My dad came to America when he was 6, so like, unless I told you he was an immigrant, you wouldn't know. He's American, but like, my uncle is significantly older. He's 7 years older, so my uncle still has like a little bit of an accent. I'm not going to say what they called me in high school, but it was involving my last name. I walked right into the Wither Horde. I didn't bother to check if it was a friendly fire or not. I just walked right into that grenade. So that's like top-notch PvP skills, people. That's how you do it. Hey. Die. Alright, I got one.
Zone advantage is yours.
I got him. That's great, kid. Don't get cocky. He was gonna sword me, and I blew him up with a fireball. Did y'all see that? Oh. Yeah, no, I forget, was that with you that I think that was with you that we discussed America's, now dormant racism towards the Irish. That was a real thing. being white is a concept. It's a privilege. I mean, yes, it's a skin color thing, but like the rest of white culture gets to decide if I'm a Jew or I'm white. Like, it's subjective. It's in their eye, not mine.
Let the wolves rest. The hunt is over.
I mean, objectively, look at my skin. Like, I'm Caucasian, but whatever.
The battlefield is yours. Finish it.
I have heard, yeah, I've been made aware because I got a significant amount of my viewership is in Canada, which is awesome.
You captured Zone C.
Yeah, no, Quebec keeps trying to, like, secede. I don't know all the parameters of it. I barely know how my government works, which is not well.
Zone B captured. You have the advantage. Press on. 5 minutes left. Sound tactics so far. Zone C lost.
Well, all this stuff is just symptoms of tribalism, which, despite our technological trappings, the human race has not gotten past that. We still have this instinctual fear of other. And until we get over that, we're going to keep being assholes to each other, which is unfortunate. Mita, really? Is that good again? That used to be one of my favorite exotics.
You were the wolf. Finish the hunt.
Now I am the wolf. Yeah, that's tribalism in a nutshell, mainly vibes. What you just put there. Nobody wants to meet in the middle, adapt, or appreciate differences. It's conformity or non-existence. And if you're different, oh God, why are you different? Last night I went on a big diatribe about encouraging everyone to be as weird as possible. Be weird. Weird is good. Normal, boring. Weed good. Not, weed is good, but weird good. Freudian slip. You know where my head's at. Weed is good. But also be strange, people. And don't give a fuck about what other people think. Unless they're not Nazis, then you fight. Wow, Isaacson, yeah. Yeah. Wow, whoa. Oh, wow. Yeah, I couldn't live where you live, Isaacson. I couldn't do it. I would literally, I mean, I imagine you do as well, but I would fear for my safety. I don't like that. Right? I take it as a compliment when a gay man flirts with me. I look good to him. They have an incredible fashion sense. They're wonderful. They take immaculate care of themselves. I always take it as a compliment. If somebody thinks you're good looking, that's not an insult. That's good to know, because I got some bodies that need bearing. Oh yeah, no, I was very lucky in the sense that I kind of had some older brother figures, friends in my life that were gay and exposed me right at the age where you can start getting really bigoted, like around 13, 14, started like explaining to me gay culture. And when I was 15, they took me into the city, because I grew up in Jersey. So we took the train into the city, and they took me to New York Pride. And it was a watershed moment for me. Like, it all clicked. I got it. I also was like, oh, I'm straight. Like, I figured that out. But watching that thing, I was like, oh, so they just want to be happy and, like, be allowed to be in love? Why are we mean to them again? Like, all of a sudden, it instantly made no sense.
Captured Zone B. 2 zones are yours.
Did you know that the kind of ceramic kilns I like using get hotter than most crematoriums? Why do you want to know that? Look, I said I'm straight, but look, we all know Kinsey scale, man. Sexuality is a spectrum. It is not a switch. It is not a trigger. Labels are ways our brain is trying to cope with that stuff. I say I'm straight because I have yet to be attracted to anyone that isn't a cisgendered woman. That's it. I don't know. If I ever found myself attracted to a dude or any gender in between, I'd be surprised, but I wouldn't be upset. But so far, my track record is ladies.
Captured. 2 zones are yours.
My partner's pan. My partner is pansexual. My track record is dating queer girls. That is my weird track record. I don't go out for it. I don't go looking. But literally every single girl I've dated is queer. I've never dated a girl that has identified as straight. Hell, a very dear friend of mine, I hooked up with her and I confused the hell out of her because she was a hardcore lesbian. And I felt really bad. Because that was not my intention. People are people. Love is love. You know, people who are afraid of other sexualities are worried about exploring their own and afraid of what they might find out. It's not that everyone's repressing homosexuality. It's just that, again, fear of the unknown. It's different. I don't want to understand it. Why try? It's easier to hate. It's sad, but that is the truth of the matter. Hippie life's fun. Nothing wrong with hippie life. My girl's basically a hippie. She's like a very light Wicca. I've been to Burns. I'm hip. Why is everyone hot? That's alright. I'll tell you my culture shock. So I was in religious schooling for a very, very long time. I was raised modern Orthodox, which is one step below black hat. So like, I was really religious, but I still watch TV and shit. Which is how I'm even slightly acclimated to culture. I missed twice. That was sad. But I put my foot down and declared my atheism, and I dropped out of religious schooling and switched to public school for the last 2 years of high school. So for my junior and senior year of high school, I went to public school. Now, because I was in a religious school before, I was in a class with all boys. So I immediately, I didn't even befriend them. They, like, adopted me the day of. But, like, all the gay straight alliance, all like the hippie lesbian girls were like, oh, this poor sweet lamb, and they dragged me in, and I knew they were all queer, but I kept being like, why are they? They're all hot. How do I talk? How do I? So I thank my high school friends for teaching me that people are just people, and like all these dumb fucking incels. How do I talk to a girl? I don't know. How do you talk to a human? With your mouth and words. And not shoving your penis in their face. Like, it's pretty easy. It's not that fucking hard. You're welcome. I don't feel like it's rocket science. I feel like these people are just being actively obstinate. Because they just don't want to admit that they're being assholes. Oh, Juan, I was just saying me too. Like, you are talking to a cisgendered and going by my record, heterosexual white dude. That's cool that worked. I have never had a relationship start online. I have either gone to school with or friend of a friend. I'm glad he enjoyed the stream.
Zone B lost.
He was a cool dude. He's welcome back anytime. Everyone's welcome here as long as you're not a prick.
Zone A lost. The pack is hunting you. Stand strong.
I mean, y'all saw the chat rules. It's basically Bill and Ted. I left the Jewish religion. I still obviously ethnically am a Jew and I identify with the culture. But the only thing I took from the religion was be a mensch, be a human being. That's it.
3 minutes.
If there's one thing I took from that, from all my people's
Is over.
thousands of years of oppression and all that bullshit, just be a mensch. Just be a human being. Treat people all right.
Zone B. Zone C captured. Opponent clear.
Yeah, whenever I flirt correctly, I'm amazed. I'm like, huh? Okay, you like this guy? All right, okay.
You've lost the lead.
Your mistake.
Zone B captured. You have the advantage. Press on. The lead is yours.
Yes, thank you, Manly Vibes. You just, like, I don't know. One of my roommates way back when was like a semi-pro, like, rock alternative. Sorry, I hit the mic. Model.
B lost.
I lived with basically a model. She was gorgeous, and she dated her. She's married to him now. Happy ending. But she dated a rocker. She dated a musician. And he was also gorgeous. They were. But I managed not to be a creep. She played video games. We talked about like Call of Duty a bunch. Like,
Yours. You've lost the lead.
whatever. People are people.
You've lost today, Guardian.
Again, like, I only consider myself straight because that's my track record. And if I suddenly found myself not one day, I wouldn't have a goddamn meltdown and go to, like, some conversion camp. I would be surprised, I won't lie to you. But, I don't know. I'm a pretty experiential person. I'd probably go with the flow. Like, I don't know. You got one life for all we know. We could reincarnate. Who the hell fucking knows? But all I perceive is this life. And to quote a terrible human being, Frank Reynolds, I don't know how many years I got left on this earth, but I'm gonna get real weird with it. Well, that's good for you. I'm glad we got an open-minded crew here. That's what I like to see. No, I haven't seen People Watching. What is People Watching? Is that a reality show, a documentary? Is it a web thing? Not familiar with it. I tend to watch mostly like genre fiction stuff or period pieces. I'm a sucker for something set in 19th century London, Victorian London. I don't know why. Just the coal smoke and imperialism, something about it just makes me feel all warm inside. Comic online called Subnormality. I love that. And Abnormality. Mainly, you're a rock star, dude. That's freaking awesome. I'm even if I get no further in my Twitch career, this was worth it. Just getting to this point. Very verbose takes on life. Interesting. I'll check it out. Well, good for you, Cody.
Iron Banner.
It's important to do that. So I mentioned those friends, the Pride Parade that I went to was the watershed moment, but my first exposure to gay culture at all was my mom's best friend. She had her buddy Jack, who was gay and lived with, they couldn't get married yet, but, you know, they would have been husbands, Jacques, and we went to go to their house in Connecticut, and I was 8, and that was when they explained it to me. They're like, we're going to go visit Jack and Jacques. I'm like, why do they live together? It was like, well, you know how mommy and daddy love each other and they live together? I'm like, yeah. And they go, Jack and Jacques love each other and they live together. And I go, oh, okay, because I'm fucking 8. And it's really easy to accept that shit when you're a kid. We imprint that stuff on our children. Ugh. That's cool. Cracked is awesome. I like those people. I'll check out People Watching. Thanks for the recommendation. Aunt Jemima, that is an old stereotype. Get rid of it. That, I can imagine, could be a real eye-opener. The opposite. I don't know, I mentioned this in the last stream, but like, my old country grandpa, Grandpa Joe, he did not spare any detail. He told me, like, some pretty gruesome stuff. And he wanted me to know, he's like, it can happen again. Be vigilant. So, for all the good, I learned about bad pretty early on. And I think the moment I understood true evil, and it's an experience for anybody. But I went to the Holocaust Museum in Washington D.C. I went to a religious sleepaway camp in Maryland, and that was one of our trips. They took us to D.C. for the day, and we went to the Holocaust Museum, because that's Jewish culture. We remember all the terrible things that happened. It's really important to remember the pain. So, that's a good thing, mainly. But anyways, I went to that museum, and they very smartly have like these cement slabs that you have to like get on your tippy toes and look over to see the really graphic stuff. And they warn you. They're like, you can have a censored version of the museum, or you can look over the slabs. And our counselors warned us, and they told us all that. I was 13. I thought, I'm Mr. Big Shot. I'm my grandfather's son. Like, I'm part of a lineage of survivors. I can handle it. I looked over every single one of those barriers, and by the end, I was forcing myself to, because I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and I was shaking at the end of it. I was green. I had to sit down. I could use words to describe it. I'm an eloquent person, but it would still fail to explain how horrible it was. And that's not the only example in human history where things like that have happened. It's just the most well documented. That's something else to keep in mind. It's a very heavy experience, but it was an important one. So I don't know. You gotta recognize the bad to appreciate the good, and to champion for it. That's some superhero shit right there. This stream, all over the place.
The flames have gone cold. Opponent claims Zone B. Opponent claims Zone
Tabbed.
C.
Official. I want to. Delays. Official delays. There you go. How to look at the screen. What's tabbed? I'm old. Is that a slang term?
5 minutes remain.
Oh, thanks, Cody. I appreciate it. I have learned that is... I didn't know what my streaming experience was going to be. But, like a year ago, I was helping a buddy shoot a short film.
Press on.
I was chatting with the actress, and she was really cool. Just really cool, and we were talking like I'm talking to you all, and she's like, when do I get this podcast? I want a podcast. I was like, what do you mean? She said, I want a podcast called Ari Talks About Shit, where Ari just talks about stuff. And I'm like, I need direction, because that could go places. So oddly enough, I feel like this Twitch stream has morphed into that. I'm playing video games, so my ADHD is satisfied, and I'm socializing, so my therapist is satisfied, and other people can watch me talk about things and listen to, I guess, my weird opinions. Aha! Thank you, official delays. Thank you. I'm not familiar with all the terms. We're done talking about heavy stuff. If that was the reason I was muted. We have moved on from that. And by all means, if a topic is bothering anybody in the chat, and you want to switch it, you can always mute me, that's fine. But you can put in a request for a change of topic. Got it. Lurk I'm fine with. I get lurk. That's cool. Nobody is forced to participate in, You're here optionally. You're spending your limited time on this planet watching me play a video game and talk about whatever I talk about. So... Haha. That one day, mainly, you'll get in. I'll make you famous, I promise.
Opponent claims Zone A.
I'm enjoying this. I've enjoyed what this stream has morphed into, even though Greg called it AM radio on the internet. I'm choosing to take that as a compliment. I told him what I did. He's like, what is your stream? He's like promised to rate it. And I'm like, that would be great. He's like, what is your stream? I'm like, well, I play Destiny 2, which is a game you would despise. And I talk about anything. He's not old. He's like maybe 3 years older than me. But yeah, he said it's like, I'm like, yeah, it's AM radio with like aliens and lasers and explosions. Yeah, I mean, we're all no one's old in that stream. I think he does have an old soul. I've been told I have an old soul also, which I buy. I'm also a grumpy old man. He's a little younger than that. I believe he's only 3 years older than me, so he's 36. I'm 33. Yes, he is 3 years older than me because when we met, he went to college later. Because I'm sure if people watch the history of Greg, he's talked about it. Greg did not immediately go to college after high school. He did a lot of things, like he worked a bajillion jobs. He was Jack Kerouac for a little while, and then he also was in the Army for a hot second. And he was 21 when I met him, and I was 18. And so we were freshmen at the same time in college, and that's when we met. But yeah, Greg's known me since I was a teenager. Greg's known me a long time. He's known the others, though. I don't know how long he's known Liz. He's known Ari Rubin the shortest amount of time, because he met Ari Rubin when he started doing improv in preparation for How to Drink. He needed to learn how to, like, act and perform. So he took a lot of improv comedy classes, and Ari, I had met Ari after one of their shows. So that's how I knew Ari before the stream. But John and Ant are like childhood school friends of Greg. And I don't know how long he's known Liz, but I think they're all the same age. So I think they're all 30, and I know Ari's the same age too. So they're all 36. And then there's me. I'm the baby. I'm 33. The baby.
Let a new chapter commence.
We're all adults. I'm the only one who isn't married. And the Aries, we don't have kids. The rest of them all are like, they all have kids.
Opponent claims Zone B.
That's good that you're on good terms with your ex. That's nice that you talk to them.
Pulled ahead.
I got ghosted by my ex. My last ex. She moved out of the apartment, left a bunch of her shit there in April, and promised to, like, I'll pick it up. And then I get I don't talk to her. I give her space. And I get a text message in September of that year. Sorry I haven't picked up the rest of my stuff. The cat's been sick. And then I said, that's cool. Just, let me know when you want to pick it up. And she never did. And then, like, in October, I just put it all out on the curb. And I never heard from her again. And then she unfriended me or blocked me on Facebook. I don't know. I didn't give a shit.
Opponent claims Zone C.
Yeah, so, like, my older brother friends, they're like 10 years older than me. The guy is my buddy Josh. We're still close. I'm concerned about him because he lives near Portland, so he's by all the fires and the red skies. But Josh was, he very much educated me about the realities of gay culture in the early 2000s. In the American Queer as Folk days, I would say. Queer Eye, the original Queer Eye for the Straight Guy era. And it definitely began to change a lot of my presumptions. I have a couple of friends that are like 10 years older than me.
To the fight. You captured Zone
I
C.
usually tend to be the youngest. Although that has
Zone B.
been switching. Like Pat, who's on the stream sometimes, he's a child. He's still in his 20s.
Zone C lost. Zone A captured.
When I met him, he was 23.
Zone B captured.
Yikes, mainly.
Is yours.
That's
Zone
rough.
A lost.
Oh, that's cool, Cody. No, look after your kid. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. This sucks. I didn't hit anyone. I mean, you get to the other side of 30, you don't think it's a big deal. It is, but it's also a good big deal. It's like, wow, dude.
Catch them.
I couldn't. I am a man-child. Look at me. Look at me. I have a mohawk, a lip ring. I'm in my 30s. The cat is almost too much responsibility for me. And he moved a little this whole stream. That's about it. 22, I would have had a nervous breakdown.
Zone B
Yikes,
lost.
man.
The pack is hunting you. Stand
Well, I'm really sorry to hear that, dude. You did mention that you were raising a kid on your own. Yeah, my partner and I are A-okay with cats. When the world isn't on fire in every literal and philosophical and existential sense, and I have money, then yeah, okay, I'll consider it, but not right now.
claimed Zone A.
Couldn't pay me. But that's just my opinion. No judgment, supportive of other people's life choices.
Zone A
Just
captured.
because I have weird hangups.
Advantage is yours. Opponent claimed Zone C.
Cats are great. Dogs are great too. I love dogs. I just, I have a rule that I set for myself, which is that I will not own a dog while I live in New York City, because I know I don't like small dogs. I like big dogs. And short of getting a Great Dane who doesn't really need a lot of physical activity, big dogs need room to run. You need land.
You're getting closer. Fight on.
Right, Eyes of Sin, I feel that. Like, people are like, cats are aloof. I'm like, that's great.
The howls are quiet.
Dogs
Turn to the fight.
pathologically need you. Animals love me. It's a fact. If I meet your pet, they will be, whether I try to or not, they will be all about me. I give off whatever those human pheromones are that are, I'm nice to animals. I give it off.
Zone is
Like, there'll be pets here. I'll get pets. So, every stranger's house I go over, invariably, whatever fuzzy animal is there takes an interest in me.
3 minutes left.
I've said before, the cat was the girlfriend's idea, but the cat chose me.
Vigilance paid off.
I'm the human.
Destroy them. Zone A lost.
I will. I will leave the city at some point. I don't. Definitely when I decide to, if and when I decide to have a family,
Pulling ahead.
I would never raise a child in New York City. But yeah, so when I don't live in the city, in this theoretical future where the world still exists, and that we're not entering the end times, yeah, I would want land for a dog, because dogs need to run, man. And people. Man, I meant the species of man. Which is dumb. That's dumb that we do that. Snakes are cool. I've always wanted a pet snake. I like reptiles too. I don't know if you know this, but my bio says I'm a lizard person. I'm about the reptiles.
Opponent claimed Zone B.
I like animals. Animals are fun. You know why animals are cool? They're straightforward. They don't have ulterior motives. They do exactly the thing that they're planning on doing. I hear you, mainly. We're entering something. We're definitely at a shift. Like, my partner and I love talking about the fact that people are like, what happens when things go back to normal? And we're like, bitch, nothing's going back to normal. There was before, and then there's going to be whatever comes next. There's the new normal. And we don't know what that is yet, because we're still in the cool times. Cool times, man. It's super cool. Once we get out of the cool zone, that's funny. My dad's college buddy had a parrot that learned how to curse. And whenever they would have parties at his friend's apartment, the bird, if he was awake, would start shit by yelling, "Fuck you, pal!" And, like, nobody would realize it was the bird. That's a true story my dad told me, secondhand. So, I don't know. My dad's not really much of a liar, so... Artistic, I am here with you, because normal was terrible. I don't know if you were there for that session, but I ascribe to... I want Star Trek to be the future. I just want Star Trek. That's it. Like, that's all I got. Can it be Star Trek? If Starfleet was real, I would not be Twitch streaming. I wouldn't be writing articles. I'd be on the motherfucking Enterprise, man. Calibrating dilithium crystals and working my way through Jeffries tubes, man. That's where I'd be. Think I'd be doing this shit? If I had space? Get out of here. Bucket list. I want to leave Earth. Once. That's not even a joke. That's like... Yeah. I want TNG so badly. I want TNG Season 1, where no one gives a shit if the dudes are wearing skirts. They got really uppity about that, and then they just decided everyone wears pants. But I thought that was really cool. In Season 1, they had a bunch of background actors, dudes walking around in, like, the ladies' uniforms. And why not? If it's an option, it's an option.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
And it's not for me. I like pants, but, like,
Pulling ahead.
you know, I believe this is America, goddammit. Somebody wants to wear a skirt, wear a fucking skirt. fair. And guess what? You're within your rights to, Eyes of Sin. No judgment.
Zone B lost.
I don't. Kilts, the pants of your people. Yeah, the Scottish got it right.
You captured Zone
They
C.
figured that shit out.
Advantage. Press on.
They're the only people who figured out, like, alright, if we have to deal with toxic masculine stereotypes, how do we make a skirt work? Because I just need the ventilation. And they figured it out.
Everything is yours.
Bless them, they figured it out. They made skirts manly. Quote unquote. Manly.
Now your lead is even greater. But it's not over. The flames have gone cold.
That's fair. I saw you included they on your pronouns on Twitter, Sin. Respect.
Zone A captured.
You are EU.
Opponent claimed Zone B. Opponent claimed Zone C.
Inasmuch that the ego sense of self is a real concept. Uh-oh, metaphysics. Are we even individuals? That's a good question. I'm not gonna make us deal with that. Oh, ha ha ha. Woo. I can get pretty trippy if I wanted to. I'm weird.
You captured Zone C.
But I've done enough hallucinogens in my life to question the nature of reality. I realize that our perception of time is a chemical thing.
Zone B captured.
I know that that's a weird sentence, but it's true. So, I don't know. I'm open to the possibilities of weirdness. But I like science. It's...
The hunt has
You're not far off from how I feel, mainly. I don't feel like getting into my whole belief structure. Not that I don't think people would understand. It's just for me. It's just mine. But I believe we're more connected than we like to let ourselves be. I think time's a flat circle. Linear time doesn't exist.
captured Zone C. Zone
Time exists. It's a tangible thing, but the linear perception of it is our limitation. It's some bullshit. Exactly, artistic. My first trip was at a burn, and it was a transcendent experience. It definitely was a life-altering experience for me.
Press on. 5 minutes left. Sound tactics.
I've tripped again since then, and they've all been really rewarding experiences, and I've always felt... Well, I mean, I'm talking acid and shrooms, but, But the first time I did it was definitely, like, the most. Yeah, you don't really trip on weed. You just kind of get high, eat some chocolate. That weed had... Fair enough. DMT's on my bucket list. If we're gonna put this on the internet for all time, I have expressed interest to various people in my life that I would like to float in castles in the sky, please. Wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff. It's true. Oh, edibles can fuck you up if you're not aware of the dosage. Everyone has their preferred hallucinogen. Most people, it's none. I found predominantly the human race is like, I'm good without.
Victorious.
But I've done shrooms. I'm better with synthetic psilocybin because apparently, so tripping on mushrooms, when you do psilocybin, it's an allergic reaction. So apparently I'm very tolerant to natural psilocybin. I'm not very allergic to it. So I have to eat like twice the bitter mushrooms that a regular person does to feel the regular effects. But if I take the synthetic psilocybin capsules, that shit works. But acid's my jam. It's very internal. Mushrooms is about very much external experiences, and acid is very much altering your internal perceptions. If we're gonna have this conversation right now. Destiny and drugs. D&D. Not the D&D you were thinking of. Don't do drugs, they're illegal. What was that? I got a follower. What up, Real Car Marks? Thank you for joining. Now we've got the straight up Communist Manifesto in here. I get that. If you're already able to fall into altered states of consciousness and don't need chemical help, don't get chemical help. Yeah, I would imagine if you have severe synesthesia or even moderate synesthesia, that those two are enough. Oh my god, I accrue so much crap in this game already. I'm looking at what's waiting for me in the post office. Alright, I'm making progress. I don't want to return to the tower. I want to play Iron Banner. Load. We'll enjoy some awkward silences here. I don't always have. There, I'll pet the cat. I got nothing to talk about right now, but he's awake. Look at him. If you can see him in the shadows, he is fuzzy and cute. Oh, sure. Why not, Crow Marks? I'll shoot you my join code. In Twitch, I'll send you a whisper. But after this round. Usually I have my friends on, but that's the first time I've got a viewer who wanted to play for a bit. That's a great concept.
Opponent claims Zone C. You captured Zone A.
What an interesting experiment to try.
Lead is yours.
I've got about another hour planned for this stream, so we can get some gameplay in. Now, I will remind you this stream is called Destined for Failure, so if you were looking for a good PvP partner, I will let you down. I will make you hurt.
Zone A lost. You captured Zone B. You have the advantage. Press on. You've lost the lead.
Fair enough.
Zone C.
I very clearly marked this stream under casual play so that nobody came here expecting speedruns or precision. You can expect a wide range of topics to be discussed, from entertaining to morbid to existential.
Zone C captured. Zone
You know, like AM radio. I'm not gonna let Greg live that down.
The lead is yours.
An NPR host name. Can I just... I'm Ira Glass. Can I take that guy's name? I don't know what... Welcome, I'm the new host of This American Life. Let's talk about Destiny. Because that's all I do. Pick a fabric pad. Oh, wow.
Zone C lost.
Okay, so I guess my NPR host name would be Paisley Cobain. Hi, welcome to Destiny Chat.
Zone C
And
captured.
etymological and
Zone
anthropological
yours.
dissection of Bungie's seminal game, and I'm your host, Paisley Cobain. Oh, I'm on here for an hour, and I'm not at raid mode. If you want to play, I'm doing basically Iron Banner to try and grind the pinnacles, and you are more than welcome to join because I actually legitimately think that that's cool. No one's ever asked that before. That wasn't like a real life friend of mine already, and I think that is, I mean, that's kind of the point of Twitch, right? Audience interaction. So, you're welcome to join me here in Iron Banner, but I don't have a raid in me today. But, cool. Then as soon as I get out of here, I will message you a join code. Which I have in a text document. Because I'm SMRT. Kinda. Well, cool. I can't wait to play Destiny with the real Karl Marx, who is very much alive. You gotta be in great shape. You gotta be pretty old. You gotta be getting close to your second century soon. Well, maybe. He's gotta be like, I don't know how old he was when he died. But that dude be old today. Like, young vampire old.
5 minutes remaining.
Does that sentence make sense to anyone? Young vampire old?
Zone B
The hell am I saying? Toil Sandman. That's great. No, I like it. Especially if you do Sandman. Not Sandman, but you do Min. You gotta shorten the man at the end of it. I'm Toil Sandman. Maybe if you add another last name, like Sandman hyphen something.
Zone A captured. 2 zones are yours. Zone C lost.
No. Yes, you did it. Thank you, Toe Destroyer, Sword of Oryx.
Zone A lost. Pack is hunted.
I'm alright, I guess, for my age. I'm definitely not a 14-year-old Korean.
Hit them harder.
I definitely can't play like that, like those kids. Holy shit. They are good.
Your opponent has stolen your lead.
But I remember which button fires the gun.
Opponent claims zone C.
Mark Sandman. What a great last name. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know there was a band named Morphine, and I had jumped to conclusions on that sentence, and I really thought you wrote, morphine is such a good drug. And then I saw you said band, and I was relieved, because I thought we were gonna have to have an intervention here, Sin. The sex, too, let's be honest. Don't lie. Your fingers made a Freudian slip that your brain believed in.
This is your end. Fight loud.
Alright, I'm gonna return to orbit. And we'll do a first for this stream. We'll invite a player. Well, one of my viewers over to play. Because he so politely asked. That's what a specific thing to say. I've slept with enough saxophone players. It's an accomplishment. Give me one moment, Carl. Oh, well, that's cool. Greg was a fencer. Alright. First roster. Invite only. That's how I like it. Now I will... Oh no, Alt Tab. I am just getting my Destiny join code here. And hopping on Twitch on this computer, and I'm just gonna send it to you in a private message, Carl, and feel free to join up. There you go. I sent you a message there. Ooh, let's take a look at Mr. Friend's sprite real quick. Put that up for everyone to see. Let's zoom in here a little bit. That is dope. I love it. That is great, Sin. I'm digging it. Very good. Alright, let's get back to Destiny, shall we? Yeah, that was really cool. Thank you, Sin. That's that's all my characters. She's done art for both my characters now. So yeah, Karl Marx, I'll hang out in orbit for a little bit. But I private messaged you here on the Twitch, the join code, which you should just be able to enter that into the chat in Destiny and join up on me. I'm gonna get a water real quick. So that code I texted you, you will copy it and paste it and just enter it in the chat window. This thing, which is my webcam is probably covering most of. But yeah. Ooh, hold on one moment. It should work. unless my join code changed. Let's, wait, that's... Help for available commands. You know what, Karl Marx? What's your Steam name? I'll just invite you. Feel free to message me that either in the chat or privately, however you feel comfortable. But I'll just send you an invite myself. Alright, nice and simple. Mainly I'm down, but that is not my work. So that would honestly be something you would have to talk about with Sin, for she did all that. Alright, invite sent. But I do like the idea of using that sprite. It's very cool. That should work. I have my fire team sent to invite. She might be AFK. She floats between a lot of streams. She's like a super supporter. I'm always touched when she shows up because she does a lot of promoting. All right, I'm gonna go get that water. I'll check the chat again in a second. If that didn't work for you, Carl, I will we'll try something else. We'll get you in here. No worries. I'm not even gonna do the be right back. I'm just gonna get out of my chair. I had my mic turned down. Nobody could hear me. I'm back. It doesn't work. Alright, hold your horses here. Why doesn't this work? Fire team, screw it. Fire team is public now. And try that join code I gave you. Because if it doesn't work now, literally anyone in the universe can join my party on PC. You can't see the invite. Yeah, so try the join code again. Tech support. So yeah. And if the join code doesn't work, I will find another way to invite you. Please enter a valid profile name. Invite. Oh, do I have to put... But I should just be able to do... Invite. Do I have to put it in brackets? That would be weird. And not to be this asshole, but you're launched in the game, right? Oh, I hit buttons, I changed cameras. Oh, God! What did I do? I hit all those buttons. As you can see, my hotkeys aren't perfect. Yeah, it's telling me that that is not a valid profile name. Yeah, sorry, I don't mean to be that jerk. I presumed as much. Weird. I don't know what to do here. Do you have a different handle in Destiny? Like, what's the name of your Bungie? What's your Bungie name? I'll try that. Oh, hey, you just sent me a friend request. That's a very logical thing to do, except I don't want all my friends list to pop up on screen, so you will pardon that. I specifically kept a friends tab open over here that y'all can't see. All right, Carl. Now I'm gonna do now that we're buddies. I should be able to see you in my roster. In theory. There you are. Invite. That's what I like to see. Success, viewers. We figured it out. There he is. There's our friend. Alright, Carl, let's do this. Not Gambit. Iron Banner. Nice. As appropriate, you are wearing an Iron Banner. I'll change my emblem too. I gotta pull an Iron Banner emblem out. You're correct. The hell am I thinking? Running around here without a proper Iron Banner emblem on. Which one do I want? You have Fellwinter's Frost on. I'll do Shades of Radagast. There we go. Gotta rep IB. Which is not Irritable Bowel Syndrome. It's Iron Banner. Sometimes affectionately referred to as Iron Banana. By me and a couple of weirdos on the internet. Hold on, roster. Inspect. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. You're running Monte Carlo. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Treasure Hunter, Speed Demon, respect. Dune Marchers, and Chain Melee damage. And you're rocking Future War Cult. We are the same faction, my friend. FWC, Future War Cult for life. Alright, Carl. That's Carl back there. I don't know why I'm pointing at my screen and it doesn't... That gets flipped, it doesn't work. Alright. Well, there's a delay. So, yeah, you're just going to kind of follow me. Because I can't... We're not having direct chat. So it's like a 5-second delay on any command I would give him here.
Zone A captured.
Good luck with that zone. Oh no, you died too. We both died. We died together. Carl will not be typing much because he's playing with me. But I'm gonna do my damnedest to stick with him for as long as we're playing. And this is actually a good time to talk about Destiny for once. Oh, die. Alright, my grenade was doing good. He's playing a Titan, which is a different class than me. I play a Warlock. And Titans... So we all use magic, but if you want to equate them to Dungeons and Dragons classes, he's like the fighter, or the paladin. He's the big, tough, armored guy. And they do shoulder charges, which are awful. And Titans have a reputation of being completely overpowered in PvP in the meta. And a lot of Destiny memes involve teasing Titans for their absolute savagery in PvP. Oh, man. That was spaztacular. Charge up my fusion rifle, and I go right in front of a pipe as it goes off. And this is especially hard for Carl, even though he's playing a good class, because we're playing Iron Banner, our power ratings matter. And he was at 1016, I saw. The current soft power cap is 1050. And the hard power cap is 1060. And then your artifact, which is like a seasonal thing. So that guy's like 1038. I'm 1050. Oh, your artifact doesn't count in Iron Banner. Look at that. I'm 1058. You have a seasonal artifact, which normally adds 19 onto my power, but doesn't in Iron Banner. The more you know. We are getting wrecked. Nice. Rocking it, Carl. I don't mean to be your bad luck charm, but welcome to Destined for Failure, the Twitch stream where I play Destiny badly. I will remind Sin. I will bring it up with her. Mainly, thanks for all the support and stopping by. And, you know, help your son out building a teepee. Enjoy. See you next time. Boy, we just... Carl, buddy, we did pretty good there, didn't we? That was pretty good. I'm gonna go read a book. I'm gonna read a book now. I like this. That's my new emote. I just bought that. But not with real money. With fake money. What's Iron Gaze? I'm not familiar. Massively improves weapon target acquisition at the cost of weapon range. Alright. It's an interesting roll. That is a terrible range, but it's also got dynamic sway reduction. I don't know. That's a weird roll for that gun. But it's weird in the way that I want to keep it and try it. Did I do all the solar? I don't have to be solar anymore. Let's switch it up. Let's do a different element now. I've been glowing orange for a while. Void or lightning? Am I shooting purple space energy or am I electrocuting people? There's still time. I'm loading into the map. But I can still change my loadout. I'm taking requests. Otherwise, I'll just pick one. We got blue. We got purple. Purple's gonna throw like a big bomb. And then blue, I'm gonna electrocute people like Palpatine. And I'm loading in. And I'm electrocuting people like Palpatine. That's the deal. Alright, Carl, let's do this.
Iron Banner.
Carl's on the left. I was there in the front. So everybody knows. Shout out to my first audience participation member. What an excellent request you made. This never even occurred to me.
You captured Zone C. Opponent claimed Zone A.
There he is. There's our friend.
You captured Zone A.
So Titans can put up barriers. They're like little force field walls. And that he was giving us cover.
Opponent claimed Zone B.
And I'm going to do my best to follow him as we take this middle point. And I spaz out. But I'll help. I'll help with this way.
Zone C lost.
Everyone's going to get... So they heal while they're in this circle. And because of the particular build I am, they get these little electric turrets. Which are those... That's that orb flying near my head. And if I was near a bad guy, it would be zapping them. It goes away after a little while, but that's part of my character's build. Yeah, he's a sniper. I'm terrible with sniper rifles. That's so interesting. A Titan with a sniper rifle. Because usually they're all shotgun.
Zone B lost.
Shred it here. Yes, Carl, bring it.
Zone advantage is yours.
Alright. Back to work.
Zone A lost.
Oh, is Carl getting attacked?
You've lost the lead.
Oh no. We lost the lead. Ow, 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 ow! Grenade. Didn't happen. Didn't happen.
Zone A captured. You have the advantage. Press on.
He had the faster charging fusion rifle. Again, Jotun is awesome because it's a fireball cannon, but it takes forever. You gotta like charge the weapon and it fires.
Zone advantage is yours.
So it's all about timing. There's Carl. Let's go find our friend.
The lead is yours.
Oh, Carl! I'll avenge you! I died. We were murdered by the same person. I did not avenge you. There was no vengeance. I'm not doing well. I try to be like Batman, and I'm supposed to be vengeance, and I was failing there. I'm sorry, Lord Batman.
Your opponent pulled ahead. You're pulling ahead. You captured Zone A. You have the advantage. Press on.
Big fan of ice skating or ballet, of which I approve. One. I got two. One? No, I got one. I got one guy.
Zone B lost.
What?
Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours.
I'm trying to remember an ice skater's name. Brian Boitano. That's the one that came to mind, so that's what I'm going with. Because what would Brian Boitano do? There you go. That's my answer. Wait, what's the other one? Kirsten Yamaguchi.
Pendulum could swing.
I remember her. And not Tanya Harding, but the one Tanya Harding hit. Those are my favorite ice skaters. Never been asked that in my life. I've never had to have an opinion about it before. What excellent randomness to lob my way.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Nancy Kerrigan, thank you. Nancy Kerrigan. See, I can tell you about the life cycle of the Wookiees on Kashyyyk, but I can't tell you about a real person who suffered a real tragedy.
Zone C lost.
That's a sign of my level of sophistication as a human. Lightning turrets for everyone!
You captured Zone A. 2 zones are yours.
Oh. Yes! Sweet, sweet firebally goodness. Anyone watching anything good? What shows should I be checking out? I'm always looking for new stuff to watch.
Minutes left. Zone B lost.
I just finished watching this really interesting BBC show, Giri Haji. It was like about a Yakuza in London. It was actually pretty cool. It had Kelly MacDonald in it, who was... You binge all over the place. Hey, Werecat. I don't think I noticed that that you were here, or maybe you were just quiet for a while. Oh, Juan, those are all 3 excellent choices. Fair enough, Werecat. Lurking is very much
Zone A lost.
allowed, encouraged, whatever.
B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Live and let live.
Their lead has
Thanks
grown,
for being
but
here.
don't let up. They won't. Undeniable.
Oh! Last kill of the game. Ha ha ha. Right? Yes, Karl Marx. Good game indeed. Although you and I were not the reason it was a good game. At least we weren't Laundry. Laundry's KTD is terrible. You can't see it because my face is covering it, but... Not good. But we did great. We were cool. That's what matters, Carl. So, I'm going to keep doing Iron Banner, Carl. Hit me up in the Twitch chat or in the Destiny chat or whatever whenever you need to hop off or you're tired of playing. But thanks for popping on and playing. This has been cool. What a cool experiment. I'm sure other Twitch streamers do this shit all the time, but for me, this is like, I don't know. Great. You just give me a heads up when you're done. I'm supposed to be streaming for about another 25 minutes, half hour-ish. So that's probably 2, maybe 3 more rounds, depending on how it goes. Enjoy me on camera drinking from a water glass one-handed. Better than our president, although I can do it just like our president. Huge. I do that sometimes. I'm bad. I will walk around the tower with my hand off the mouse and just strafe my way through, not changing the camera perspective. I'm the worst. Mainly, you got it. Welcome back. No, you and I are on the same page. We were making the same joke. Well, what a wonderful precedent to set for my last stream as a not affiliate. I definitely 14 viewers. That's definitely the most I've ever had. So that's really cool.
Begin.
I haven't watched those videos enough, but I'm sure it's terrifyingly robotic. Because Mark Zuckerberg died. Here's what I believe. I believe that the Winklevoss twins didn't make Facebook. I think they accidentally murdered Mark Zuckerberg, and then instead of going to jail, they built the most advanced Android possible as Mark Zuckerberg. And the Android of Mark Zuckerberg made Facebook. And then it got all messy in court. That's verifiable.
Zone A captured. Now you were the wolf.
Why did I say that? I hope that was funny. Alright, success. It worked. Thank you. I need Greg faces to know if I was working right.
Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours.
I don't know how famous I gotta be to get my face as emojis, but I'm gonna do that soon. I loved Sin's sprite of Mr. Friend. I originally had the character as bald, but she gave him my mohawk, and I think my mohawk is cool because I like it, and I like that she put it on Mr. Friend, so I'm not complaining. Maybe he has a mohawk now. Maybe he'll grow one between sessions. Shit, I can do whatever I want. Yeah, whenever she's back and active, she may have hopped off. I may be in the background while she's doing something else. I certainly do not expect people to watch my stream in their entirety or be active for their entirety. But yeah, as much as I would like that too, that is her. That's her work, and I, as someone who works in the entertainment industry, I believe very much in artists getting paid their due. So, credit where credit's due, and compensation where compensation's due. All of that stuff. But it would be cool, wouldn't it? That would be really cool to use that sprite. I told my girlfriend about, in my little brief break, I told my girlfriend about what was going down I give her updates on the strain, and she just shook her head. And I'm like, it's amazing. This is amazing. Oh yeah, no, I don't mean to imply anything. Mainly, I'm espousing my opinion. I'm not preaching. I may sound preachy sometimes, but I should put a disclaimer on this that my opinions are my own, and this is a safe space to talk about shit. Like weed. Thank you.
Zone A lost. Zone C captured. 2 zones are yours. Zone B lost.
Gotta capture them zones. Motherfucker. I knew that they, like, no matter where you look, a Titan is gonna fall on your head and smash you. It's just the way of destiny.
Zone B captured.
That is its way.
Advantage. Press on.
Just when you think you're safe,
C lost.
fucking Punch Boy shows up. Not to diss you, Carl. You're playing a Titan. Titans are so... You trash them in PvP because they're very useful in PvP. But you never want to go into a raid without a Titan. Titans are very necessary.
Zone A captured. You have the advantage. Press on.
That all sounds excellent. I like that you describe it like a sommelier. That's what I like about, like, dispensaries. So I've only been to a dispensary once. I've only been in a state where it's fully legal once. I was in Washington, I was in Seattle, I went to a dispensary there. And it was like what Mainly Vibes just did. Like, it's amazing because it's very different when you're in a city where it's not legal. I mean, it's like quasi-legal in New York City. The NYPD just admitted that they cannot possibly pick up everybody who smokes weed. So they're just like, don't carry like a pound of it on you and you're fine. We're not picking people up for possession charges anymore. The NYPD gave up. So it's still illegal, but you're still out. You still have to buy from a drug dealer. So you don't really get a lot of choice. Like, you get what they have, and it usually has some strains, but it's not like going to a dispensary. It's beautiful when you go to a dispensary. You get the right edible. They ask you what you're looking for. Do you need something with a higher CBD or THC content? It's excellent. It's like picking out, oh, will I get a port or will I get a Pinot Noir? It's the same thing. I think it's really cool. I've been enjoying talking to you about that. Greg maybe was a little quiet about it if you brought it up at all on his stream. Greg doesn't smoke weed. I'm definitely the resident stoner in that show. It was a great game. I'm always terrible. I'm always terrible, Carl. But it's all good, man. I enjoy this. Yeah, that was my experience. The place I went into in Seattle, very clean, fingerprintless counters, everything in clear display, everything labeled, very soft-spoken, chill music. I was mad. I had to go back to New York and, like, hop into a stranger's van and buy a bunch of weed. Although I still have weed, so, like, what do I care? That's right, government. Arrest me. I don't know why. I'm calling them out. Oh, that's cool. I mean, let's be honest here. If you use the Apple Store app and you like schedule your appointment, you get treated like you're going to a spa. Like I went to go buy a new iPad a couple of years ago. Nah, last year, not a couple of years ago. And I made an appointment to meet like one of their salespeople there. And yeah, they took me through everything. They showed me every accessory, all the things they could do. Carl. If it makes you feel any better, Juan, when I was a little kid, I used to get teased by the girls in my synagogue, and they used to sing "So Sorry to Ari." So, if you want to talk about whining stuff, about like taking names and making them stand for other things, I've been there. You're making Maine sound really awesome. I'm not gonna lie. If it wasn't for all the fucking Stephen King monsters out there. Right, and it's pronounced Aaron. You said that.
Opponent claims Zone C.
Oh man, that's frustrating to be called the Aryan. What a terrible thing.
Captured Zone B. Zone advantage is yours.
I figured it out. I figured out how to do that jump. Oh no! No, where'd he go? I stayed in place. See, the smart thing to do would be to also have jumped, so that I would have been harder to hit, but what I did was I stood right in place and just spun around my mouse around slowly. So when you're playing a video game, don't do that. Hot tip, pro tip.
Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours. Your opponent pulled ahead.
He did not see me. Ha ha ha! I killed the monkeys.
Zone
Oof.
C lost. Zone A captured. 2 zones are yours.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty damn cool. I hope that all works out. Best of luck. Contracts suck, but they're really important. You are right, Artistic. That is true. I'm just gonna say it out loud because I like the sound of it. THC infused cake balls. Cake balls. Thank you for letting me be crass and juvenile. You gave me an excuse. I love being crass and juvenile, especially because everyone tells me all the time how smart I am, and they expect me to be eloquent, so it's just extra funny to me to curse and say stupid shit. But I've read many reports that apparently people of high intelligence have a higher probability of cursing. So I guess it's a common trait. Not to brag. Not to brag, but I'm kind of a big deal. No, I'm just not stupid. I would say I'm average, if not above average. I can word good. Oh, Werecat, now you're speaking my language. I made one South Park reference with Brian Boitano, and now we're doing another. Like, you may not always like what they're doing, but the fact that they universally are gunning for everyone, South Park, I have respect for them. Even if I don't like some of their jokes, they do border on anti-Semitic at times, but so does my favorite show ever, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I have come to terms with the fact that that's probably my favorite show. I don't know what that says about me as a person.
Zone A lost.
But It's Always Sunny is fun.
5 minutes. The pendulum could swing either way. Zone advantage is yours.
Alright, Carl. Do it! He's got the hammers. I got the heels.
Captured Zone A. They hear the howls and know fear.
I'll back you up. I'll back you up. Lighting a fire, my friends. Get over here! Fireball? Can I fireball him?
The howls are quiet. Return to the fight.
That was a good run. For me, that was good. I'm okay with that.
Zone C. Zone A captured.
When you're sober, the characters annoy you because you're a good human being. That show is an exercise in Schadenfreude. You're watching terrible people try to do terrible things, and then karma catches up with them invariably at the end of every episode. I have a very morbid personality and sense of humor, so the reveling in the worst of humanity it's funny. I'm laughing at them. I'm definitely not laughing with them. It's not like being a Rick and Morty fan and thinking Rick's cool. Again, mainly, you live... I don't know if... You might be fictional, but if you are, you're the coolest fictional person on my stream. You are living the American dream. Yes, you are right, Werecat. I also am a fan of Rick and Morty, but there's a lot of douchebag Rick and Morty fans who think he's not cool. Who thinks he's cool, who thinks it's a good person to act as. I didn't think you were fictional. I made a funny, like Splinter. Carl, if you're listening to the stream while you're playing, I think this will be our wrap up. We're getting close to 5. I've done a lot of PvP. I'm also getting hungry.
Zone A captured. Zone
And we've
advantage
talked a
is
lot
ours.
about weed. And my bong is just in sight. So
Zone C lost.
I love you all, but illegal activities that shouldn't be illegal. But
Zone
anyways.
2 zones are yours.
See, I'll return us to orbit when we're done. Hopefully Carl hears that. I know he can't respond right now. Because he's busy bringing the heat.
Still dead even. You can do this. Zone A lost.
Aha! Settled score. That was the effort that killed me last time.
You are victorious.
Mainly vibes. That's
Danced with
yeah, it's friggin' rad.
That was poetry in motion.
Awesome. Thanks, Carl. Let's go back to orbit. Well, I'm gonna call this stream, and if I understand how technology works correctly, this will be the stream that qualifies me as a Twitch affiliate, and hopefully I'll make some announcements and figure out what happens next with that. I want to thank everybody here for showing up. 15 viewers. This is definitely the highest for me, so thank you, everybody. This has been a crazy, weird trip for me, learning Twitch streaming and getting used to being watched and then meeting people this way. But it's been really fun. I want to thank Carl for asking to join to play and being cool enough to be patient as we figured out logging in. I will be back. Well, you can leave the party if you want to play. I'm wrapping up the session. But yeah, this was awesome. You people are awesome. I'll be back Tuesday. I think I have it scheduled on Tuesday or Wednesday. Whenever I have the stream scheduled next, that's when I'll go. Farewell, Carl. Goodbye, sweet people of the internet. Hopefully I hit the right button when I end this. Can I do it the first time? Let's see. Victory!